Welcome to the channel. We've got a product that actually hasn't hit the market yet. This was sent out to us by Gooloo, and this is their F1 air duster. Now, this is supposedly going to drop the middle of this week that you'll see coming up, so I'll talk more about that. And, well, I want to find out how good is this in comparison. I tried this one several months back. I already have a video on it. Feel free to go back and check it out. It's the Violent Fan video. And, well, we're going to see how good this Gooloo is in comparison. So let's get at it. So quick recap, this is the unit that we had before. It has a detachable head. And, well, it has a little bit of specs here. 30 amps and 200 watts, 7.4 volts. And it's a little push button. You have to hold it down. And it does a pretty decent job blowing air. That's actually pretty neat. It's blowing off the top. But let's take a look here at this air duster from F1. Well, here's the manual for it. It is also called the X31. I don't know if F1, X31, what the deal is between the two, but those are the two. Super safe, registered trademark. Yeah, it gets me. Now, this is the important stuff on the inside. You have all these little modes that show you stuff. You have your air nozzles. We'll go through each one of these. And your cable, vacuum cleaner. That's actually a cool feature we'll look at here in just a second on this. And then what's also important is it comes in 4 speeds. Now, how you access those speeds are, as you grab it, and I like that it has a bigger button. I can actually put my finger on this one, whereas that one it's actually pretty difficult. So you could either double click. That is speed number 1. That's going to get you 35,000 RPMs. Speed number 2, just tap it one more time. That gets you 50,000 RPMs. Third gear, 70,000. And then goes back down. Hold it to turn it off. The only way to actually access 4th gear or overspeed gear is by holding it down the whole time. And it puts out a lot of air. That's the speed that I like. Now, there's all these attachments. We'll go through those here in just a second. Here's the power display and charging. Here's the specifications worth noting. Again, F1 duster, model number X31, voltage, battery capacity 2500, and charging requirements, as well as temperature range for use, and their warranty down here. So 18-month limited warranty service. I haven't tried using it, obviously. I don't know how well their warranty process is, but this is where you got to go in order to get your warranty taken care of. This product is made in China, like all of these, honestly. Okay, so let's look at the contents. Obviously, you've got the gun here. You've got the foam tray for holding everything inside there. This is going to be the vacuum portion. And what's unique about that is, well, let's access this first. So these are actual, we'll call them bits that go, or attachments that go on there. They fit over these bolts, and they have magnets in the middle that allow them to hold together. So you can rotate it however you want, that's fine. Now this one fits on the suction side. So it'll be this side, and you take it and you hold it together. I'll say that there's no gasket there, or even attempt at, or like an O-ring or something. I would like to see that, but that's what you get. Now you have a paper element inside there. This is serviceable, which I do like. You pull it apart, get to this, clean it out as needed. There isn't an extra one, and I don't know how you would get a replacement for this. And then you just take it and lock it back together. There's a flap in there, which is nice so all the dirt doesn't fall back out after you suck it in. But then you also have an attachment, so take this like so, stick it in there, and then there's your attachment for it. So we'll try that one out here in just a second. Now here's your charging cord. I'd say 6 inches, maybe a foot. Not really great. And then you have these additional nozzles. This one's going to be the smaller of the group, which you use it just as a plastic piece, or it's got the rubber cover. So let's say you're trying to inflate a mattress or what have you. You do have the ability. And we'll try out air power between them. I did a quick check, and I feel like the smaller you go, obviously the less flow you're going to get. And I don't think you're getting a stronger stream. I think it's less. So we'll double check. And then here's another. So between the 3, you've got 3 nozzles here, or run it with no nozzle. Those are your 3. Now, talking about the gun, let's put it side by side with this one. They're almost the same size. Ever so slightly larger on this one as far as length. Has a shorter nozzle, although the output is relatively similar as far as that orifice. Button placement is better on here. This is actually a rubber mold on here, which is nice. Here's the added feature that this one doesn't have on the bottom is, well, you charge there on the bottom. There is a light that does change colors. And this button right here turns on a relatively bright LED. One push turns it on. 2 pushes gives you the strobe. And then a slow strobe. Now attachments, again, can be changed from one side to the other. No problem. They do claim this is 160,000 RPMs. And then this backside is actually rubber too. It's pliable. Everything else is plastic on it. I think the overall fit and finish of this definitely is more noticeable than this guy. This guy's just a little bit more clunky. I will say, and it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but we're going to attempt to do it here. As far as the turbines go, they are virtually identical in my book. Size, spacing, pitch, it's going to be hard to kind of tell there, but they're really close, if not the same. Overall diameter, the same. I think the difference is going to come in the front side, as you look at the quality of this motor. So you guys could see inside there. This one has much better winding and leads, whereas this one's got a somewhat smaller scale going on inside there. And even the board in there looks cheaper than this. Size of wires, smaller, this is larger. So this one obviously looks to be made better. But let's go put it to the test. Let's try out a couple things with this, and let's just see how good it is. Oh, also we're doing here on the back, this is going to show battery power. So, full on speed, double tap, it'll actually show you your speed. So 1, 2, 3, off. Or sorry, back to 1. Hold it all the way down for off. Alright, let's set up something here and do a little bit of cleaning. So we've got a tray here full of some, a little bit of everything from stuff you'll see in your shop. Dirt, you got some powder. We're going to go ahead and just try that. So again, this is going to be the suction side. The magnet's not super strong. I'll say that off the gate, right out the gate. But otherwise, let's give it a shot. We'll try on speed number 1, see how well it works. So that does okay. Let's try speed number 2. Okay. Going up inside there, holding on. Speed number 3. Actually sucked up some of that thicker gauge wire, no problem. That's actually clogged it up, putting that seatbelt in there. Alright, so that held everything. I would say larger objects, you can see there, guys, it's just completely clogged that flap up. So I'm sure if I take this, I could bounce it back out of here. Well, it looks like there's some bypass. So that finite powder does come through. But, I mean, look how much it caught, though. So I'd say if you're looking at not super small particulates, this will do a fine enough job just grabbing those stuff out of your shop. Let's try turbo. See how it does on turbo. Yeah, it did okay. You see all the stuff inside there? Take the nozzle off the end, just go like this. Not too bad. You can see that it's coming out the backside, so it does. Like I said, that white powder is going to be working its way through there. That's okay, though. All right, let's pull this out. Let's see how it does a good blowing out. Before we go ahead and start blowing this all over the place, let's go ahead and test it and see how strong it is air-wise. I'll show you an example. I mean, we could do, we're going to want to put a nozzle on the end of this to at least start off and see how strong it is. So let's do the same size nozzle first. This one here versus this one. I want you to see on my hand. I think the easiest way is to just watch as it puts an indentation in my hand. Okay, so that one leaves a little bit of an indentation. It feels like a significant amount of air being blown at you. We do that in comparison to, say, compressed air. A little bit more centralized, but it does push a little bit harder with the compressed air. Now let's try this guy at full speed. Definitely noticeably more air is being pushed towards my hand. Now let's go down to the next size. That one works pretty decent too, although I feel like it's just losing maybe just a little bit of the power. And then we'll try the mattress fill up. Not pushing it, it's a lot louder, not pushing out as much air. And that kind of looked a little bit more like the compressed air did. Yeah. So I would say for me, somewhere between these two is going to be the better bet, but I do feel like that one edges out just a little more, and it's not quite as bulky that way. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we're just going to try blowing some of this stuff. We'll start low. No problem. Okay, it's 2. All right, that's blowing stuff all over. 3. Okay. And then we'll go to turbo. You can watch it just everything fly, hopefully. Still not sticking just because it's wet a little bit. But it does it. I think it does a great job. I think if you're used to using compressed air, either through your compressor or if you're using it via a compressed air can, you know, this is either in your office or if this is in your garage office, I think that a great substitution, because these start to add up real quick. I would say this is a safer bet. I mean, it's fairly well protected, and it's rechargeable, it's reusable. This one was a little bit of an older unit when I picked it up. But I think the technology for this is only getting better, and there's a lot of competition out there now too, and you can see a lot of comparisons that are out there. But I think overall, great product. Now, where do you find this on? This is going to be on Amazon. It's actually on Amazon right now, but there's no pricing associated because the first batches are getting delivered right now, and I think mid this week they're going to have them available. And Gooloo's going to has sent me the promo code for them. So I'll put that in the description for you guys if you're interested in something like this. You know, you don't have to buy these products. I do this as a help to you guys, and it helps me to get new products into these videos. That being said, I do not know the price on this yet. So it could be a lot of money, it could be little money. I have a feeling most of these are going for somewhere between $25 and $50, depending on their capacity. And I have a feeling this one might be in the middle to top end of that range because it is a nice unit. So hang tight, price will come out. I do not know the price. They have not shared it with me. But I do have some nice discount stuff that I'll put in the description for you guys. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Please share your comments. What's been your experience with these? I'd love to hear if you like them or if you think it's even worth your time to showcase these on our channel. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.